guys, and welcome to today's vlog. So I'm actually headed to Berlin, Germany tomorrow, which I've never been to. I'm really excited, and this came about actually a couple months ago, and I just haven't said anything, obviously, because I don't like to say things way too far in advance, but I got invited to be a guest panelist at a conference with Education First educational tours, and I'm just so excited. The whole theme of the conference is sustainability, so they have myself and two other panelists coming in from the US to talk about that. So I'll be talking about myself, my brand, what sustainability means to me, how I practice it, all that kind of stuff, to a conference for high school students and students that, you know, are the next generation and hopefully are learning to become our next leaders, which sounds a little wild to me because I feel like I'm still that right now. So it's wild to me that they're gonna be like looking up to me in that way, because I still feel like I'm like freshly out of high school, even though I'm definitely not. So just wild. But I need to start packing. So that is what we are gonna do. I actually have no idea what to wear. I haven't thought about this conference like at all. I've not thought about this trip at all until like today, because I've just had so many things to get done that I needed to like do first, and then I could give this the headspace that it needed. But yeah, I just really haven't thought about it, so I don't know what to wear. I'm gonna figure out some outfits. I'm going to Berlin for 3 to 4 days, and then I'm going to Munich for another 3 days to visit my aunt that lives there and my cousins, and I'm super excited to see them as well. I haven't seen them in a while. I love Munich also. It's just one of my favorite cities. I feel like I never say that, but Munich is truly like one of my favorites. I love visiting. I think it's so fun and so beautiful and so underrated. So I'm just excited to have a little getaway. I would have stayed longer, but obviously the Eras Tour commissions are still going strong, and my Eras Tour date is only a few weeks after I come back, so I need to get started on my own piece for it. But that's beside the point. Let's get packing, because I leave tomorrow and I have done absolutely nothing for it. Okay, now we gotta pack all of our bathroom stuff. Truthfully, I always have this like already packed. Like I never take things out of it because it's all my travel size stuff. And like my toothbrush and everything is in here. So I got my bamboo toothbrush. My shampoo and conditioner bar soaps are here as well, which these were gifted to me and they came in this packaging. But I also have a stasher bag, which is just like a silicone reusable bag that I can put them in when they're actually wet. Obviously they're dry right now, but I've got a good old plastic razor because I have a reusable one, but every time I've brought it with me on a trip, they make me take out the blade when I go through security and then throw it away. So I'm like, well, can't use a bladeless razor. This one it is. I also have some mini sunscreens because that is important. I probably don't need both of them, and I think they're roughly the same. So I'm gonna be bringing this one. And then I've got a mini toothpaste as well. This was also gifted to me. It's from the brand Before. And I always take a nail file because my nails tend to break or like just like chip a little bit pretty easily, or at least it always happens on trips. I feel like I'm always on an airplane and then one of my nails just like gets caught on something and then it's like half broken and then it gets caught on everything and it annoys the hell out of me. So nail file, very important. Tweezers, also important for my unibrow. Same with nail clippers, obviously. I also have my sticky boobs, which I'll probably also bring. Got multiple hair ties, obviously, just in case. I also always bring bobby pins just in case. Deodorant and perfume. I'm not gonna put in yet because I'm still gonna use that tomorrow, but I'll leave it out here. My face moisturizer. Always bring this one as well. Okay, I think that's it for now. I do also want to bring some makeup just so I wear it on the panel and you can differentiate me from the actual high schoolers, because I could easily blend in with them. So that's pretty much it for toiletries. Obviously bringing like my hairbrush, claw clip, all that type of stuff as well, but I'll probably still be using that today, so I'm not gonna pack it. But all of this can be packed. So now I'm gonna package up all of my accessories, a few pairs of earrings, some necklaces, bracelet, my watch. I realized that I love accessories, but I am still very much minimalist when it comes to them. So I love small gold dainty things. I like to stack those, but at the end of the day, I'd like for it to be dainty for the most part. So adding those in so that I can elevate my pieces a little bit. And now that's pretty much everything I can pack right now before, you know, putting in like my last minute like deodorant, perfume, all that type of stuff. I packed socks and underwear as well, bras, all the things. So that is pretty much ready to go now. I will catch you guys in a little bit when we're, I don't know, doing something else. Good morning, guys. It is the next day and I'm gonna get my apartment all cleaned up and ready to go so that I can leave and then come back to a nice apartment. I always like doing this because I hate coming back to a mess. Not that it really is much of a mess, but you know, like to really have things in their place. I need to get to the studio next because that is definitely quite a bit of a mess right now. But that's our next plan of action. All right, so I finished getting everything ready. Everything is clean and everything is now packed. So I just need to zip everything up and we should be ready to go. I just got to my hotel room. Obviously, she's cute. Okay, I've got a little desk, which is nice because I will be doing some work. We've got a nice window into the other side of the building. City is over yonder. This is a giant hotel. Insane. We did it, folks. We made it. In my hotel room. Clearly, I got here and just like settled for like 2 seconds, and then before I got too settled, I was like, I need to go eat dinner because otherwise I will not get up from here again, and I was starving. So got myself to dinner really quick at one of the restaurants downstairs in the lobby, and it was so good. That's out of the way, and then I got back here and immediately showered because I felt so disgusting after the long ass day that I had, and now I am here. It's so crazy to me that it's like 9:30 or like maybe almost 10 and it's still light out. It's barely sunset right now, which is insane. I am so tired. I need to like sleep, but I wanted to stay up till a reasonable time so that I can hopefully get adjusted to the schedule. I also did bring melatonin so I can like help myself get adjusted more because I obviously don't want to sleep through the days or anything. Obviously I'm going to set an alarm for tomorrow morning, but I want to make sure I get a good night's sleep regardless because tomorrow is the panel for the conference. I think the conference like starts today in terms of like people start coming in today, but tomorrow is the first official day of it, and the panel is at around like 4:30 p.m. so I actually have like pretty much all morning to myself to figure out whatever. There is breakfast at the hotel and I was told it was very good, so I will be getting breakfast downstairs. I'll probably do some like prep work for the panel tomorrow as well in terms of just like going over what I want to answer and some like facts that I wanted to point out and things like that, like actual numbers and things. And other than that, I kind of just want to like walk around the area, so I might just like bop around. There's a couple parks around here that I might just like go hang out at in the morning, but I just want to take it chill because I'm so tired. And then Sunday and Monday will be out exploring kind of days. I have no idea if like I'll make friends with people here and then we'll like go out together, or if I'm gonna go solo the whole time. It's really all up in the air, which is why I also didn't want to plan anything too far in advance. I've looked up some spots I want to go to. There's like the obvious like big landmarks, like obviously the Berlin Wall and like things like that, but I kind of wanted to find more like maybe not so niche things, but like a little more niche things to do. So I have a few list of things I want to get to, but we'll see if I actually get to it. That being said though, I am exhausted, so I will be going to bed now and I will catch you guys in the morning. It is currently 5:18 a.m. and I've been awake roughly since 3:30. I like kind of woke up around that time. I tried to go to bed again and I just like could not for the life of me. So I've just been here, but I am so hungry right now. And this is the only thing I have of food left. And I'm so glad I didn't eat it on the plane because I thought about it just because I get bored. I want to just like eat on the plane, not because I was necessarily hungry. I'm so glad I saved it because I'm literally starving right now. Obviously it is only 5:20 and I will not be the first person to show up for breakfast at 6 a.m. So gotta keep myself, you know, entertained somehow up here. A really nutritious breakfast, clearly. On a complete and total side note,
note though, I am going to Munich after my few days here in Berlin, which I don't know if I've mentioned. I feel like I probably have. A lot of you guys probably also follow my friend Kachi. I know it's pronounced differently in German, but I cannot pronounce it properly in German for the life of me. But she does like sewing and pattern making videos here on YouTube, and I've had her on my podcast before, and she lives in Munich. When I told her the one we like last spoke when she was on my podcast and we just like chatted afterwards, I was like, I do actually go to Munich relatively often just because I do have family there. And I was like, yeah, next time I go, like, I'll hit you up. And I totally like forgot to actually hit her up, but like I had it in the back of my mind like, oh, I should text her. But she replied to my stories about being in Berlin. She's like, oh my god, like, are you coming down here? So I just texted her back, which obviously she's not going to see till much later, but I told her that I will be there, so hopefully I can actually like grab some coffee with her or whatever. I feel like that's such a like worlds colliding moment, which would be really cool. So hopefully that happens. That's truthfully the only update I have since the last time I talked to you guys, because I was sleeping in between. But the jet lag is hitting me like a truck right now. Now that it's a much more reasonable time to be awake, it's like 7:30ish, I have honestly been up on my laptop all morning, just like editing things and getting things done, but I'm gonna get ready. I just got dressed. Hold on, let me get to the full length mirror. So I'm not sure really what the conference vibes are in terms of what I'm supposed to wear. I don't know if I ever asked or not. I do have obviously like nicer dresses if I need to be like dressed nicer, but I wanted to wear something of mine, and all of my dresses are a little too like going out nightlife-y, I feel like, and not really businessy. So I'm wearing my baby tee, which is cute, and then this skirt that I got last weekend from the Rose Bowl Fleet. I've been looking for new pairs of jean shorts because the ones I have just like don't fit. I feel like I've been working out so much more lately, so my body's just a lot more muscular than it used to be, and everything's really tight. And I didn't find any shorts necessarily, but honestly this will do because it's close enough, and it's just like the general idea. Like I just needed skirts, shorts, something that I could wear for the summer that didn't like feel so tight on my thighs. So, and I brought my Veja sneakers, which I honestly haven't worn in a while because I've been wearing my Allbirds Pacers the most, but I know Vejas are obviously a French brand and they're a lot more common here in Europe, so I feel like I would look more local if I wore these, even though I know I don't look like a local whatsoever, but it feels a lot more European to me. So now let's get ready. So truthfully, I did not bring a tripod and I don't know where I can set you up. There we go. You're on top of the soap dispenser. But this bathroom lighting is elite. The one thing I did forget to bring is any hairstyling tools. I have my curler and my straightener are both compatible with European voltage because I had them when I lived in Italy. And so I always bring those everywhere with me because they're compatible with like traveling. And I didn't bring either one. So I'm just gonna have to go with what my hair decides to do, which to be fair, it's not too bad right now. I washed it the day before I left, so it's like second-ish, maybe third day hair. I don't really know, time is weird now. So it's not too bad. It's starting to get a little bit greasy, but that makes it look a little bit straighter. I brushed it out and I feel like it doesn't look that bad. So I'm just gonna go with it because I don't want to put it up just yet. So that's that. I am gonna be putting on a little bit of makeup because yesterday I already got mistaken as a student. Within the first 5 minutes that I was here, they were checking me in and they have like a different check-in, I guess, spiel for the students versus like the adults of the conference or whatever. They were like, oh yeah, like the student breakfast is here, and I was like, I am literally a speaker, but thank you. Which, to be fair, I'm not that far off age-wise with them. If like any of them are like 18, like it's really not that far off from my age. But I just think it's funny that I'm probably gonna be mistaken as a high schooler all weekend long. That being said, I feel like I need to wear at least a little bit of makeup to make myself look a little bit older and more put together because I would rather look a little bit more my age, even though I don't even know what that means. Because I'm not really dressed much more maturely, but also I just don't think I need to be wearing anything like super business casual or anything. I will be wandering about the city a bit before the conference. I have to be there for my mic setup at 4:30 p.m. So I literally have all day before that to get myself situated. So that's what I plan on doing. So I didn't want to be like obviously super dressed up for that either. I just want to look casual so I can bop around the city, not bring like too much attention to myself in that sense. I'm not gonna do anything crazy with the makeup either, just like a little bit of something to make myself look more put together and obviously to look more awake because by the time this conference comes around, I'm probably gonna be so tired because I barely slept. I slept, I guess, like 6 hours, which like isn't that bad, but also not that great considering I didn't sleep the night before, obviously. We will see. I think I'm just gonna have to like actually drink some coffee. So I'm gonna finish getting ready, and then we will head down for breakfast. So I had breakfast and it was good. Oh my god, so many people though, so I like did it quickly so I would not be taking up a whole table. But I'm now on a cute little walk and I'm going to a park that's nearby-ish, and I'm just gonna vibe around, see what's good. I brought a book, have my headphones. I'm just gonna vibe, go on a nice little leisurely walk in the city, which is so beautiful right now. This bench and I just read a chapter of Happy Place. I'm like a little more than halfway through this one, hoping to finish it on this trip. It's the second Emily Henry book that I've read. I read Book Lovers as well, which I loved, and this one's getting really good, so that's what I'm up to. It is currently 10 o'clock in the morning, so we have quite a bit of day. I have no idea where I want to go next. If I want to like just roam around a bit, like I don't want to wear myself out too much if I walk terribly far, but I'm gonna kind of see what's around and maybe walk a little bit further. I feel like this park is quite big and I haven't made my way around to all of it yet, so I might do that and just bop around. I'm like already hungry even though I just ate breakfast. I don't know if that happens to anybody else, but with breakfast I will eat. No matter how much I eat, I will always end up hungry like an hour later, so that's where I'm at. But it's a beautiful day. It is hot in the sun, but in the shade it's quite nice, so not. So I walked quite a bit further out. I made it to the East Side Gallery, which was really cool. I've seen a lot of pictures of it. Just like a huge wall of art. Walked past the entire thing and then I was like, I wonder what else is around. And there's this little like area. I'm gonna put the name here because I don't remember it off the top of my head, and it's also in German, so it's not like I could pronounce it. But it's really cute. It's like little cafes, little shops, just a bunch of little restaurants, but like really eccentric like decorations and just like a lot of really quirky things. I love it. It's so cute. And I'm currently on this like giant bench in a little secluded area by the river, which is quite nice. I'm like an hour and 15 minutes walking distance from the hotel, so I've walked quite far. I think we're 3 miles out. So eventually I will make my way back, and I think I'll stop for lunch on the way since I passed a lot of really cute little restaurants and things. And there's not as many around the hotel. I feel like the hotel's a really residential area and it's not like as close to like this type of stuff. So I'll probably stop on the way back so it doesn't feel as long of a walk. If it's like 45 minutes and 45 minutes, it doesn't feel as bad. So we'll see, but I'm just gonna chill here for now, enjoy it for a bit. It's so nice and quiet and peaceful. I feel like not a lot of people are out and about yet, and it's also really hot, so I'm gonna enjoy the shade while I can, and I'll catch you guys when I'm probably walking back. Okay, so I got back to the hotel a little bit ago and I had lunch, and I met up with one of the coordinators for him to show me where I have to be at 4:30 today for the sound check. I also got the worst blister I've ever gotten in my entire life on my foot from these shoes. I had stopped wearing my Vejas for a while because I got my Allbirds Pacers and I just wore those all the time. They're a lot comfier because they have more support in them. But I was like, oh, I'll bring these back out because they're kind of prettier, and my Allbirds are like creamy color. They're not white, so sometimes it like bothers me. But what I failed to realize is that I have worn my Veja so much that the inside, like here, it literally is hitting like the leather because I've completely worn out like the fabric. Like it's literally like I can feel the leather right here. Therefore they're really, really harsh on my ankles. And I have a blister, I kid you not, the size of a quarter. Like usually they're like small. No, this one's huge. It's not like bloody or like bad in that kind of sense. It's just so big and it hurts, and I don't have any band-aids on me. I usually do. I stuffed like tissue paper in there so that it wouldn't be like hitting it directly, but that was just such a bad idea to wear those and not my Allbirds. Anyway, they also gave me all the things I need. So I have my badge for today. Here she is, very cute and fun. I toured this space and it's huge, like giant. I didn't like necessarily film it or anything because I was obviously talking to them the whole time, but it is so big. And then I got my folder with all the things that I need in here, all like my briefing materials and stuff, which is nice to have. I'm also just gonna end up putting all my receipts in here, which will be also good to have. And then they gave me a little gift, a little thank you card written from Allie, who's the one who reached out to me initially and like who I had all the interviews with. They also gave me this really beautiful luggage tag, which says my name on it. It is literally so beautiful. And I got a crew neck, which just has like their logo on it as well, which is really cute. So I'm excited. I'm like not ready. Like I'm ready, but like I'm not ready at all. I haven't really thought about it that much today, so I just like need a minute to chill, think about it, process. Yeah, it's 2:15 right now. So I have like 2-ish hours to kind of reset, which will be nice. But yeah, for now I'm just gonna air out this damn blister. I'm so mad about it because I don't want it to affect like the rest of my trip now. If it's gonna like hurt every time I walk, I plan on walking literally everywhere. So rest in peace, but that's what I get. Alrighty, we are freshening up. It is 4 o'clock. I need to be down there at 4:30. I took a bit of a nap because I'm exhausted. Like as soon as I sat down, I was like falling asleep. So I was like, okay, let myself like rest my eyes. I didn't like fully fall asleep because I knew I had to get up soon. So I like I'm too scared to like fall asleep if I know I have to do something. So I didn't fully fall asleep, but it was nice to just like close my eyes for a bit and just be. I looked up the fact that I needed to look up because I forget what the exact question is, but I'm sure like I'll remember it when it comes to it. But when I was getting interviewed initially to be a speaker here, I obviously didn't know what questions they were gonna ask me. They just like asked me things and I threw out whatever I could come up with in that moment. And for whatever reason, this fact like stuck with me in that moment, and I said it and it was just like, wow, I actually knew that. But then I forgot it and I just had to look it up again. But I talk a lot about how fashion uses up a lot of resources that we don't usually see. So like we think about like textile waste or like too many clothes ending up in landfill, things like that, but there's so much used even before that, even in sustainable ways, quote unquote. Like the amount of water that it takes to grow cotton for one pair of jeans is 1,800 gallons. I think it's 1,000 liters roughly, which is the same amount of water that it takes a one human being to drink in 10 years for one pair of jeans. Like that is insane. I feel like facts like that is what really brought my attention to the issue, and just being like, holy crap, like we really use up so many resources just to make clothing. That's just so unnecessary. Like just think about the amount of denim everybody owns. Like this isn't like true denim, but it is denim. Like I can't think of a more stable piece of clothing that people have in their wardrobes aside from like a cotton t-shirt. And the thing is, like, it's made from cotton. The cotton is a sustainable material, quote unquote, because it's natural. But it's like we're still using up so many resources to even make that in the first place. So that's where I get into the fact that we need to just like backtrack and be more mindful of what we consume and all the things. So anyway, I looked that up to remind myself and now I have it again, so I feel good. That was like the one thing I'm like, oh, I need to have like numbers. But I feel good. I think I'm gonna keep my hair down. I was debating keeping it up because it was hot throughout the day, so I had it in a clip, but I think I'm gonna keep it down for now. And yeah, you're ready to go. Really good about that. I feel like I did really well. You know those times where you like don't know where that thought came from, where that like inspirational like words of wisdom come from, but they just like come out at the right moment. Like that's how I felt. Just like I was saying the right things that I needed to say that I hadn't even planned about saying or like thought about previously, but it just happened, and I got a lot of really nice feedback from people afterwards. So I feel really good. I feel like I flowed really well with the other two panelists who are absolutely incredible and have done amazing things. Previously, I felt kind of a lot of imposter syndrome around that because I feel like they're a lot more accomplished, but at the end of the day, like, I'm on that panel with them, so we're technically on the same level, but I feel like I just look up to people so much and I'm just like, wow, you're so cool. I felt really good about it. But I'm gonna go out with some of the team. We just had dinner and some of them are going out to a bar nearby. I'm gonna go out with them, which I'm excited about. And yeah, I'm excited to just like hang out with the team more and like get to know people. It's nice to finally like actually have people that I know here. Hopefully make some plans with them. So those are the vibes, but I'll catch you guys after, if I remember to vlog, that is. Good morning, guys. It is the next day and I just had breakfast and now I think I'm gonna head out for the day. It's Sunday and I saw on TikTok that there is this really big flea market here on Sundays called Mauer Park or something like that, and I think I'm gonna go to that. I believe it opens at like 10. It's like 9ish right now, I believe. Yeah, it's 9:20. I think it's like a 30-minute metro ride over. I think I'm gonna head over there soon. The only thing I have going on with the conference today is the dinner later today. Like, obviously I can attend any part of it, but it is mostly for students and like workshops for them, so I don't feel the need to like attend all of that. I'd love to just explore the city instead, so I'm gonna do that and then come back and have dinner with everyone and then potentially go out or something. I don't remember what recap I gave yesterday, but we ended up going out, which was really cute and fun, just for like drinks, really casual, like a really cute little bar. And it was just nice to get to like chat with everybody and like actually make friends and talk to people and not just be alone here, as much as I actually did enjoy my alone time out here. I am going to head out there today, see what the day holds. I don't know how long I'll stay. I honestly don't have enough cash on me to be at a flea market, which is probably a good thing, but yeah, that is the only thing. And I debated going to an ATM to like get money out, but I'm like, if I can just survive with what I have and not have to do that, would be ideal, but we will see. I'm really excited to check out what they have because I've heard just like generally the fashion scene in Berlin is really cool, and I've heard that different areas of the city have kind of different scenes, which I believe is probably like, you know, LA and New York I feel like also have like different neighborhoods with different vibes. So I've definitely heard that about Berlin, so I'm excited to like explore different areas because I haven't been up there yet. That's like northern from where I am. We're like pretty like south in the city of Berlin right now, so excited to check it out. We'll see what else we pop around to, but hopefully I did a good enough job yesterday of vlogging. I won't know until I edit this back, but hopefully today I continue that. So let's go.